this episode of Jagged Tin Garage, we have a throttle pedal throwdown. Hey guys, I'm interrupting this video to ask that if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and click that button down below so that our channel can grow and we can keep doing these projects like we're doing now. Once you do that, go ahead and click that notification icon too, and that'll keep you informed every time we drop a new video. So in the modern world, we have two different types of throttle pedals. We have mechanical and we have drive-by-wire. With mechanical style throttle pedal, you're going to have something that looks like this. It's basically, if you look close, just a piece of round rod with a pedal attached and a fulcrum point that enables the throttle pedal to move up and down. Now right back here, if you can see that piece right there connects to the throttle cable. And when you push down on the gas, it pulls that cable tight. Pulling that tight operates the mechanical part of the throttle body. And when it's doing that, it'll open and close the butterfly valve inside that system. Now, on this big honking piece here, this is a drive-by-wire setup. So you still have the bar, you've got your pedal, but you've got an electronic piece here, and it hooks directly up to the computer, but it tells the computer how far the throttle is moved. And you can see it does not have to move very far to go from open to fully closed. Now this piece right here, the only electric piece on this setup that's actually needed. This right here is going to be completely cut out in our application because all it does is adjust the pedal from farther back to farther forward for shorter drivers to be able to access that. And we don't need any of that. So we are going to cut it and basically make it a similar shape to the one that came stock inside the Ford Escape itself. To get a little closer with the detail on that, you can see the electrical connections right here, and you can see the spring and the resistor inside. And this is the only part we're going to be keeping. We're probably going to cut it somewhere in here, maybe up here. We'll probably cut it up here first and trim it out as we need to. But this piece here, that just basically unscrews and screws back in to push the throttle pedal farther out or farther in. What we have here is an electronic throttle body that hooks up to that drive-by-wire system. You can see right in this spot, this is the actual actuator for the butterfly valve, which is this valve in here. That's what opens and closes it. It's got a little gear inside here, and the computer tells, through that connector here, the computer tells it how far to open or close based on the pedal itself. We're in here under the dash, and we are going to demonstrate the old throttle pedal, which was a mechanical one on this Ford Escape. The newer ones have a drive-by-wire system. Of course, my wife has a Ford Escape, and it's new, and it's super, super nice. But for this one, it was mechanical at the time. So it used the earlier one that I demonstrated, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in now and show you guys what that looked like. Okay, well here we have the mount for it right up there, and you can see that the throttle pedal just bolted up to those bolts, and it would operate up and down. And for the most part, it would actually still fit. So we're okay keeping with as much of that bend as possible. But when we cut the new one up, we're going to find a new. We're going to try to mount it to the original holes, but we'll shape it in a way that it avoids the new transmission tunnel. Coffee refill. Let's go test fit that throttle. See how I'm gonna wait for this guy. Yeah, pretty much on it. I think we can actually hook it up. Yeah, I think we can hook it up, but I guess we'll start there. Construction. Get to go find my gloves. That's better. Something like that. Let's go test that out. I'm climbing here like not a fat kid. Yeah. I think it's going to be mostly off camera. Mostly off camera, but and if you could have seen what I just had to go through. Okay. Let's go ahead and call this right here. And then, boom. I like that. That's right. Right at this little bend, this kick up here is going to be where we're going to end the weld. But I think we got a spot. Let's go ahead and tack this thing up. Okay, that's a good enough tack for now. Let's try it out. See, we got the brake pedal loosely mounted here. That's about where it's going to be. Not totally, but pretty close. And then, boom. It's like that. Oh, plenty of room. Plenty of room. I'd say that's exactly where we want it. And now we can probably lop off the top of that, probably even with the pedal. And I think we're going to be good. We'll mount that on there and it'll be perfect. Just like it was supposed to be. Okay, now we're gonna weld here and probably here too. And then we're gonna lop this off even with that because we don't need any of this. So actually, let's go ahead and do that first. Okay. All right. Let's weld this whole girl back on. Okay, here it is. You can see that kind of goobery weld. Don't worry about that. But whoop, 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 works all the way as far as it's supposed to. We're good. So now that's all done, we can put the holes in. Got it mounted up. Now this is something we don't want to weld in. We want to be able to remove it just in case we have to work on anything or fix the electronics in there. So we're going to bolt it in, probably use self-tappers. I mean, that's pretty much how it was originally, so should be fine. If that doesn't work for us, if it's not solid and sturdy enough, then we'll go ahead and put rib nuts in there. So with maybe some 1/4-20s, should be fine. It's a new day out here in the car. Basically what we need to do is finish up the pedal assemblies. We need to fix the bracket on the brake pedal, and I'm going to show you what's going on there. Okay, I'm under the dash. I'm going to see if I can get an angle up here so you guys can see what we need to do. All right. So right up here, this metal bracket, let me get my arm up here. This bracket here, that's the brake pedal assembly. You can see it's got these slotted holes there. Well, these slotted holes actually go up to studs like this, but since we had to move the brake pedal assembly this way, these don't line up anymore. Now, obviously on brakes, it's a very important system. I would like to maintain the security of having this bracket mounted to those. So we're gonna lop this off. We're going to take the pedal out, we're going to lop this off and set the pedal assembly in where it needs to go, and then we're going to set this back on to where it is hooked up to those bolts. We're going to draw a line with the Sharpie, and then we're going to tack weld this plate back onto the brake pedal assembly, and then we'll reinforce where we need to, but that'll make sure that we've got these holes able to mount up to the studs and have a secure pedal. You can see here on that brake pedal assembly, this makes it a little bit more clear. These are those 2 tabs I was talking about. We're just going to lop those off, slide them over a little bit so they still work where they're supposed to. These electronics, we got to pop these out. We'll just pop those clips so that we can still use those. And then we'll just disconnect this little wiring down here, or brake light actuator switch that just basically tells the tail lights to turn on and off. So we'll just disconnect all these electronics and pull it out and get to fabricating. It's cold today. Okay, we got those measurements. Now we just need to take the dash out so we can finalize all those welds. Okay, there you have it. We have all this room to work with again. Now you can see we can put in the patch panels, we can fully weld all that stuff we need to, but here's a better angle, a better shot of that brake pedal assembly. You can see that needs to be up there like that. Needs to hook onto that bolt there, so we're going to make that happen. Okay, that's it for the rough welds on the brake pedal. So let me go ahead and pull that off and we can finish welding. Okay, so we need to mount the throttle pedal. Obviously I want it to be in the right spot. This is where the old one was. I wonder, I could probably put that bolt in there. Sure can. Now the question is, can I get a socket in there? Alright, socket wrench. You're gonna have to think skinny, my man. Okay. Oh man. No way. You think? I wonder if we could do that. Oh, I bet we could. Yeah, it's gonna bend us a little bit more than we want, but it's worth a shot. Just to see. Gosh, you know what? Bend that out just a bit. There we go. Guys, we, obviously some reinforcements back there and whatnot. Just build this up a bit, but looks like we got ourselves a pedal assembly. Woo! So, here we go. All the way. Brakes work. Well, guys, I honestly don't know how you could be upset about that. We had a goal to get the pedal assemblies mounted today, and I think we've done that. So that's where we'll end it. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It'll help our channel grow, and we will see you next week.